And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK Show, and this is going to be episode 532. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK Show, we have two topics for you guys today for this episode of the MSK Show, and that will be on the fate of the DCU addressed as our first topic for the DCU, since it is actually just a heaping huge pile of shit currently. And then our second topic will be on the Spider-Man Brand New Day box office, because this movie is breaking every conceivable accolade at the movie theaters since, well, pretty much since Endgame, actually. Most of these accolades have been overcome quite literally since Endgame. So, man, movie theaters are happily eating good right now because Spider-Man Brand New Day is killing it at the box office. And I know you guys are probably wondering, where's Joe? Did you guys have problems? Did you guys get in a fist fight in a bar? Did you take his girl?
No, he just wised up.
What he's actually doing is he's starting up our MSK show.
Wow. So Joe,
yeah, we'll be joining that next week.
So Joe is on vacation. He'll be back next week. That's essentially it. And I know me and Joe are behind on our Tuesday show we're supposed to do, but that was because anything bad happened or I didn't have the days off. As you guys know, Joe's explained on the show before, his brothers had some medical problems, so that's the reason why we haven't done the show together. But that should be all cleared up moving into next week. But as you guys know, you guys are getting the MSK show barely once or twice a week. I know you guys are always asking, like, I need more MSK in my life, right? That's what you're asking for?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
That's what we always like to say to MSK.
God, like, and then you know what's
please
crazy?
Get some help.
As you guys know, I spend a lot of my, not a lot, okay, I'm paying for a good amount of money for collected editions, for as you guys can see over there, right? And then DC Comics decides, hey, they're gonna just drop their entire catalog,
which is like so much stuff I want. I'm like, oh my god,
dude. There's so much shit coming out that I might be broke next year.
So much good stuff. I'm really surprised because normally when they just shit out the solicitations for that stuff, it's a lot of like useless shit. But no, it's like so much good stuff.
Yeah, like literally for the past like 3 days, they unveiled like half of their solicitations for collected editions for 2027 all the way up until July. And keep in mind, all that was for half of the year.
And the hilarious part is Marvel put out theirs, and everyone's like, well, that's pathetic.
Marvel's was literally, hey, you guys want compact comics?
And by the way, people, it was kind of funny. The major reason why DC's compact comics are doing so well is because the price point's $10.
Yeah.
But Marvel makes it like 15.
And then I asked them on Twitter, I was like, hey, are you going to continue your Premiere collection now that you're doing compact comics? No answer. They're actually still going to do the Premiere collection. Why? Okay, just what do they do? Just literally admit you made a mistake. Hey, we thought we could do our own thing. We thought we could innovate on the market this way. We're gonna discontinue this line. It's not been selling very well. Here's your compact comics.
You know, everyone loves those Premiere Edition books.
Yeah, which are literally, and they just cost like $5 more. That's it. That's the only real difference there. And they're like slightly a little bit taller, and it's like, fuck, holy shit. But I will say, I usually shut on Marvel a lot these days because they deserve it. I'm glad they're finally doing compact comics. I'm glad they're finally doing them. They're a really great idea.
And the best part, they are releasing 2 of the stories in compact and like their Premiere versions that are like the basis for Doomsday before Doomsday comes out. So they're doing something smart.
You know what's crazy? When they do their compact comics next year, they're releasing them alongside the Beyond the Spider-Verse movie. Oh my god! Marvel doing a good thing? Wait. No. That's not the Marvel I know. Wait a minute.
No. Wait.
That's like Anakin going like, liar!
Wait a minute. All right. Marvel is putting out Spider-Man compact comics alongside the animated movie coming out. Wait a minute. Oh, who's running the show over there now? Good ideas. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Oh, trust me, Marvel will start making bad choices any minute now, because the way Marvel works, whenever they get some momentum, someone has to come over and kneecap them.
You know what's crazy is that I'll still never forget that just because we got Spider-Man Brand New Day, people just inadvertently, quite literally forgot Kevin Feige basically just said the Blade movie's never coming out. Because remember, in that interview, he didn't really say it was coming out. He was like, well, I kind of feel like a loser because we didn't get it off the ground. That means it's never coming out. That's quite literally what that means in movie terms.
You know what's hilarious when that happened, and then the Wonder Man show got canceled. Everyone's like, is Marvel racist? Because they're canceling all the black guy shows.
Oh my god, dude. There was some fucking retard on my Facebook page. Because as you know, I dropped the reels on like Instagram and Facebook simultaneously. And well, I upload my shorts first. And this guy was like, keep tap dancing for the white people. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He got mad because we had basically said Black Panther didn't deserve an Oscar. You guys know. Black Panther 2018 does not deserve an Oscar. Okay, here, because since most of you are fucking retarded and I have to explain these things to you at the time. Okay, so hypothetically, let's just say we had the Oscars, right? No, yeah, actually, well, let's do a rewind because I'm gonna roast people finally. Oh my god, I'm gonna go viral with this moment. Actually, most of the episodes we're gonna be trying to get those viral moments for my shorts and reels for my Instagram and Facebook pages, because apparently a lot of people like you guys' takes more than mine. But you also give me shit.
Really? Maybe because our takes aren't filled with like aggressive sexual humor and racial epithets.
Oh hell no! Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Maybe people can comprehend what we're saying.
I'm just pointing out that, okay, let's just say the Oscars added in a superhero category, right? Let's just say they did back when, comic book movies were at their peak,
Which
right?
They did, by the way. The Oscar fan favorite and the Snyder Cut won.
Jared, that doesn't count. What? That was garbage.
Do you know what's hilarious? Did you see today, speaking of DCU, that like Supergirl and Superman won like a fan choice award thing, a very D-list award, and everyone was like, see, it's a good movie, it won an award. I'm like, an award no one gives a shit about? What are you doing?
All right, so I'm going to go over this really quickly here, because to that fucking disgusting, ugly monkey who was talking to me. Okay, all right. This is what I do, and I got to talk to you people like this. Oh, God.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
So, let's just say the Oscars added in a category for superhero movies, so have come out in 2018, right? Okay, just 2018, because I know most of you fucking retards can't keep 3 thoughts in your brain at all. You're like working on 2 brain cells here. Okay, so let's take stock of these superhero movies that came out in 2018. Black Panther was first. True. Came out in Black History Month. Made a lot of money. Congratulations, right? What else came out in 2018? Infinity War. Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm pretty sure if Into the Spider-Verse deserved an Oscar more than Black Panther. If we're going,
and you know what else came out in 2018? Aquaman. So out of those movies we just put out, Black Panther, Infinity War, Into the Spider-Verse, and Aquaman, I'm pretty sure all 3 of us would agree that Into the Spider-Verse or Infinity War would be more in our minds to deserve Best Picture.
If we're talking about Marvel, yeah, I still think Aquaman's good, but it's like, if we're going off of that was a pretty stacked year though.
Yeah. Like let's really think about it here. I'm going to make sure I reiterate my thought one more time, because I know there's going to be some fucking retards out there who will pretend they can't hear. Okay, so if the Oscars had a best superhero movie category in their awards, and let's just say they're like, okay, this will count as the best picture for superheroes for that year. Infinity War, Into the Spider-Verse, Black Panther, and Aquaman. Oh, Venom is in there too, if you want to count it as a superhero movie, even though it's kind of anti.
Venom was the better movie than Black Panther.
That's a hot take. This man's
I'm just going to tell you that right there. Black Panther improved a little bit, but the thing is, I don't get why people like Killmonger as a villain. All he wants to do is start a race war. So in a race war, in this type of movie, it's very stereotypical. It's the usual plot.
I mean, You could say it was Lion King on the more of the real minimum basis level.
And it was the part that annoyed the shit out of me is when the director goes, "Look at how diverse this cast is." I'm like, it's mostly black people and like one white person. That ain't diversity, brother.
Hello.
Well, remember,
monkeys.
diversity means everything except white.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That's why I'm like,
That's what it
no.
We have all those movies I just described to you. In no universe does Black Panther deserve Best Picture over Infinity War. And it definitely doesn't deserve it over Into the Spider-Verse. No way. And even if we were being really generous, it's about as good as Aquaman. And Aquaman wouldn't be in the conversation either for a Best Picture.
Aquaman's way better. Are you kidding me? More of
Yeah, I
a
don't
big
know about
story.
that, but
It depends. You can make the argument.
Black Panther.
It's black.
I think Black Panther's better than Aquaman, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's by much because I enjoyed both of those films.
No, but yeah, but you're putting
I wouldn't consider either one of them like at the top of their respective franchises.
The part that kills me is in Black Panther when the villain says, bury me at sea so I can be with our brothers and sisters that jump from the slave ships. I'm like, oh, stop. It's such horrible dialogue.
God, man. You know, it's just crazy because you deal with so many retarded morons with half this stuff. And anytime I ask people this, how about you tell me what you would think with this concept? Because people always go, well, it's just so easy when you talk about these superhero movies because it's just super easy, dude. It's just so free. Okay. If Black Panther deserves to win Best Picture, that also would mean, by that very same logic, it deserves to be in the category of like greatest films ever. That's what Best Picture means. Greatest film ever. So I'm just going to throw out two movies right here. Just two of them. And if you think that movie deserves to be on alongside what I'm just going to tell you what the movie is, you're a retarded moron. Do you think, hypothetically speaking, Black Panther deserves to be in the same conversation as Best Picture as a movie like Jaws? And if any of you say yes, you are actually fucking retarded.
It's someone that's an MCU shill. That's when you be crossing the shill.
I got a better one. Same director. Do you think Black Panther deserves to be in the same conversation as Best Picture as Jurassic Park, the first one? And if you actually think that, you're doing correct.
Black Panther does not deserve to be in the same category as Avatar.
You guys want to watch this movie? Do you think Black Panther deserves to be in the same conversation as, let's say, Inception from Nolan?
Nope.
Now, to be fair,
Tenet is the better movie.
No, let me put it this way: that most of the choices for Best Picture nowadays don't belong in the conversation with any of these movies.
MSK, The Odyssey is a better film than Black Panther.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I said what I said.
All right. Well, since we probably just lit up half of my notifications on social media when I post these reels out, Bob, how was your weekend?
Doing good, man. It was pretty good.
You see any movies?
Yeah, well, I didn't go see anything specifically. I watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off because we're talking about it on Dad's Turn to Talk tomorrow. And then I watched Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage because I'm going to be talking about that on another stream that I'm going to be on Thursday. And then I've been trying to watch a bunch of Steven Seagal movies because we're doing a tier list of that on the last panel on Friday. So I spent most of my weekend just watching movies.
Wait, hold on. You're going to be hanging out with the crew at the last panel with Laps Comic Fan, the most overrated YouTuber of all time.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
But yeah, so we're doing that tier list. So because of that, I wanted to try to get as many, kind of rewatch as many as I could. Yeah. So I still got a few days to watch a few more, but God, I forgot how terrible he is.
Dude, I'm glad your brain was frying with that. I can't believe someone was trying to justify to me that Black Panther deserves to be in the same conversation as Best Picture movies. That's disgusting. You know what's crazy? Pursuit of Happiness, probably Will Smith's best movie. He didn't win an Oscar for that or a Best Picture nomination for that. Come on, that movie didn't win. That movie. You telling me Black Panther deserves it? Are you fucking out of your mind? No, like, oh God, this is what. It's fine. I can't be that way on YouTube. I'm nice now, guys. I'm reformed. No, I'm not.
Black Panther is the Morbius of the MCU.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, that
yeah, we're not going that far.
I'm just
Like,
kidding.
to me, Black Panther is. I would put it. I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but I would possibly put it in my top 15.
Actually, you know what's the Morbius of the MCU? Black Panther 2. That's the Morbius.
Oh God, man. So
You want to talk about a bad Black Panther movies? Black Panther 2, bro.
Arguably, if we're doing this for superhero movies and we're going by quality, if we're going by any of the movies in the MCU, I'm pretty sure you could ask pretty much anybody, us too. Maybe you wouldn't put it as your movie, but if someone said Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Best Picture over Black Panther, I'm pretty sure 95% of
that's my favorite MCU film.
Yeah, like
It's mine too.
if
there's an MCU film that could possibly deserve Best Picture, Cap 2 deserves it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't say it's like the best MCU film, but it's definitely my favorite because I think it hits all the right notes in almost every single area, and it took a character that people were kind of ignoring through his first film, as well as the first Avengers, kind of like, he's kind of boring. It made him cool again. So,
okay,
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna do one thing really quickly here because I know this is probably gonna be clipped as a reel when I upload this thing. Give me 1 second. I have to delete this one tweet here because that's not anything on that as video. All right. So people have been asking me, what is my favorite sex position?
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
And that's Bob and I.
What? How are you both on the same skateboard? That takes some strength to yeet two people off the skateboard. But no, people have been asking me, what is my Spider-Man movie ranking post-watching Spider-Man Brand New Day? So there has been 11 films released in the Spider-Man franchise, starting with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie that came out back in 2002. So here is my top 11 Spider-Man movie ranking before Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out. So in 2027, we're getting another Spider-Man movie, which is Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is Miles Morales' third Spider-Man movie coming out next year. So before that movie comes out, here I have them all in order. Number 11, Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 10, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 9, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 8, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Number 7, Spider-Man 3. Number 6, Spider-Man No Way Home. Number 5, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 4, The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Number 2, Spider-Man 2. And then number 1 is Spider-Man 2. So for anyone that's asking me, that's the ranking right now. Some of them might interchange a little bit, but it just depends on, when I rewatch them and think about them differently. So I know someone's probably going to ask, hey, MSK, why are you not a huge fan of The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Because it's actual trash. It's quite literally the definition
it's the Morbius of Spider-Man movies.
Actually, I'll go further than that. It's quite literally the movie where people always only post about a few scenes from it to paint it as a good movie. But when you actually start talking about the movie to that person, they'll go, yeah, you know what? It was actually garbage, but I like it. Okay, that's fair enough. If you're like, it's garbage, but you still enjoy it.
It gets held up because of that awesome intro scene of the movie.
That's all. That movie is the definition of like, oh, it has good moments in it. It has great moments in it. Not a good movie. Not even close. Actually, that movie performed so badly at the time because our standards were so much more different back then that movie actually caused Sony to go, you know what? We really can't make this work. Let's go to our competitor. That movie did that. That movie did that. And to be fair, Andrew Garfield got himself fired, but like that movie performed not so good. And Sony was like, you know what? We're gonna put you in the MCU now. Yeah, that movie, it's okay. It
was a win-win for everybody.
Technically, yeah. As the history panned out, it was a pretty good idea that Sony panicked like that because that was supposed to launch some sort of like Spider-Man cinematic universe, which is crazy because they launched the Spider-Man cinematic universe years later without Spider-Man in it.
And then they later said that wasn't really a cinematic universe.
Oh, God. Who's in the chat tonight? Oh, my God. I've talked to you clout chasing bastards. It's like I've seen this before. I don't think you have. Admit it. This is the rerun, isn't it? Well, if I could get Jared to get in a rerun, that would be crazy. I would give him a lot of money for that.
The rerun is so I know why it feels like a rerun, because it's the same pattern. MSK says some racial stuff, and then Bob and I have to say we do not endorse MSK's opinions or comments.
But they do endorse it privately without anybody knowing.
No, we don't.
Oh my god! Wait, Jared, did I ask you how your weekend went?
My weekend went very well. I got the second volume of George Perez Wonder Woman, the good version of Wonder Woman.
The third volume is coming out.
I got announced, and I'm like, yes, finally. And also the second half of Rebirth for Wonder Woman, which is better once Greg Rucka left the book. And
I saw that too. Okay.
The sales came out for July. And you know what's hilarious about the MSK? So it's the first time that Wonder Woman has been in the top 50 since Tom King took over the book, and it's the issue where he's not writing the book. Isn't that funny?
I will just say, there's that ad on YouTube where if you look up like comic book stuff, it's the one where Tom King's like, this character has been through something. God, that's gonna be one of the biggest memes in 10 years. Holy crap.
I've said many times what's most likely going to happen with this is like a year after he leaves the run, it's going to be like, remember when Tom King wrote Wonder Woman? He wrote Wonder Woman? Yeah. And then we're just going to be done with it.
Fun fact, he's written all the Trinity.
Yeah, I know, even though he doesn't deserve to. I read his Superman book also recently, the Up in the Sky. It's okay. The problem with that is because that shows me he should have been able to write Wonder Woman, because in many ways, if you want to do a basic Wonder Woman story, write her like Superman, because she is that like hopeful like image of a character as well as Superman.
Do you have the Batman by Neil Adams stuff or Dennis O'Neil? It's the Ra's al Ghul first appearance book. Do you have that?
I have, if you mean this, hang on.
They're good. Because I know they announced. Yeah.
I have the giant version.
Yeah, apparently they're going to be doing an absolute version of that.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is some classic Batman stuff right there.
Oh my god. DC Comics is pretty much just announced that they're going to burn my wallet in 2027. It's okay, guys.
DC has announced it has see, the thing about DC Comics, the way they're, by the way, I had a tweet that went off. So I put up, so you know how I've been doing a series of if I ran DC? My fourth one really blew up, and people have been having really stupid ideas. Like there's this one person that's a total Superman fan that said cancel everything and make it and give everyone like Superman titles, including like a Lois Lane solo ongoing book. And he said it would be popular. And I go, half these books would be canceled.
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you just tell me that someone logically told you in their own brain that they didn't think about this and just said it? They actually said Lois Lane ongoing series.
Oh, let me show. Here's the tweet. Here's the tweet. Here's the thing. Here's what the person said. All right. If I ran DC, number one, cancel all books or replace them with this lineup: Superman, Action Comics, Steel, Legion of Superheroes, Supergirl, Metropolis Science Police, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, The Adventures of Vartox, Superboy, Daily Planet Files, Steel, Natasha Irons. And I go, half to 3/4 of that book line is getting canceled. Because MSK, would Warner Brothers really let DC cancel Batman?
Hold on. Lois Lane ongoing series.
Yeah, he said obviously these would start. He said obviously these would start as miniseries, but when they sell well, they'll get upgraded to an ongoing. And I go, you think they'll sell well?
Hold on. He said if.
Hey yo, what the fuck? They're not going to sell that well. And so also had really stupid answers like retcon Bruce Wayne to be trans.
Oh god! If Bruce Wayne ever came, I'm not.
Do the shut it down. Do the shut it down. Spin that little hat around and do the shut it down.
Shut that book down. Automatically, one issue canceled after one issue. Oh god, I hate life. So we're gonna have some fun here in just a moment. WZ is currently canceling me in our own comment section.
Oh, and I don't know if I told you this, but I might as well say it. I submitted my counter notification for Warner Brothers.
It should have came back by now. You said that last week.
It's like 10 business days, so like probably probably this week is when I'll
I
get
personally think they'll resend it. I personally think they do, but I've had those before, man. It just, you guys, if you don't end up getting it resended, then you just got to play it really. You got to play it really close to the chest. Just play it really.
They'll rescind it because it's like. Plus, also, Cosmic Book News did the same thing and got theirs like rescinded. So it's like, because my thinking is it was a company that uses AI to target spoilers. So like, there's that. Also, yeah, dude, Lanterns is coming out this week. That's gonna be fun,
dude. This is why Brand New Day hurts for me. Not even just because I put it where I put it on my Spiderman movie ranking. Problem with Brand New Day is it has now given birth to the most disgusting people you could ever imagine.
Oh yeah, the people trying to say Jean Grey is like a redeemable hero.
Yep. She now has people shipping her with Peter. Not just that, defending all of her actions in the movie. Crazy, utterly insane. And you know what happened? Someone actually told me that Jean and the Winter Soldier are the same. And I went, what the fuck?
No, they're not. It's like this movie has people convinced that Jean Grey is some kind of like morally gray character when she's not.
Fucking hell. Jared, did you say she was morally gray? Really?
That's what they said. But it's like, okay, so Jean Grey is effectively the Wonder Woman of X-Men.
I will also say, this is how I know most of you new fans aren't watching the movies. Okay, so I'll explain it. Very easy to understand because I know some of you guys are really, really fucking retarded. Okay, so Bucky was not in control of himself when he was doing all those bad things. Okay, so that right there, if we know that as the audience, pretty much, you know, it allows him to pretty much get away with those things in our minds because we know he didn't do that stuff willingly or intentionally. And actually, what's crazy, he felt really bad that he was brainwashed and murdered people. Keep in mind, he didn't want to do these things. He was brainwashed by Hydra. You would know that if you, God forbid, checks notes, watch the damn movies.
Oh my God!
That's not the same as Jean Grey. Jean Grey, quite literally, who didn't even know her sister died, just started fucking with people.
Well, also remember, these are the same people that think that are going off of the Krakoa morality for the X-Men. You know, when Marvel basically made the X-Men supervillains who live on an orgy island.
I'm just saying, if you're a guy and you're defending the Jean Grey in this MCU, I'm get to the Shadow Realm. Sorry.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Okay, and this is the crazy thing. I know she wanted to get to that organization. What was it? I forgot. Oh my God, the organization she was trying to get
it's
to.
Called Damage Control.
Damage, right?
Damage Control.
Why did she jump in that old guy's mind and have him get hit by a car? Then what the fuck did he do to her? What did she have to do?
To screw with Peter?
I don't even know why anyone would defend her. She's a horrible person. Keep in mind that's gonna be she's gonna be probably in the X-Men movie. And the crazy part is when people say things like, "Well, Loki redeemed himself," to who? I've heard of anybody defending Loki. Loki is like, there's villains who do bad things and they do good things, and you still go, wait a minute, you're still a bad guy. But Jean doesn't have that line right now because she only really just did bad things, right? Loki's not been redeemed at all. I mean, does anyone think Loki's actually a good person? You probably don't, because you have to be low IQ to think that. I'm just like, literally, if Killmonger came back and was resurrected, would we think he was a good person? Probably not.
Some people would.
Probably if you're black. Like, no offense. Oh, God. Only a black person would think that Killmonger was a good person, actually. Or unless you're in Mexico.
Avocados from Mexico.
Oh, God.
They'll be like, he was only acting in response to our racist world.
Oh, God.
Stupid.
You stupid.
God damn. Well, guys, time to have some fun here. I've been having so much sex. My dick actually might fall off tonight. Oh, God. Jared, supposed to be on my side. Come on, man.
I'm never on your side. You should know this at this point.
Well, speaking of shitting on women, oh, God, I can't wait to get to this one. Oh, I love shitting on women. It's like the funnest fucking pastime on this show, actually.
Bruh.
Oh, God. Bob is just sitting here like, wow. God.
You know, nothing should leave me speechless anymore, but it still does.
And then every single time we start the show, before we even start,
He's MSK.
Like, Jared's always just doing this thing. Jared just thinks I'm gay, so he just starts echoing gay crap to me all the time. Oh my god! And then now
you're the one that said you live the life vicariously. I like to be pressed up to sweaty men.
No, I'm just pointing out that since we're going to be getting Naruto live action from the same director who directed Spider-Man Brand New Day, before he ruins Naruto for me, I'm gonna give
emotional damage.
Oh, God, can't wait for the amount of emotional damage I'm gonna get from watching that utter pile of piece of shit. Because Lord knows that guy can't write a movie villain to save his life. Because good Lord, imagine messing up Zabuza and Haku. Good Lord, I could only imagine it. I could only imagine it. But don't worry, guys. I have the tools to cope with whatever life throws at me. No. Oh, even worse. Before we go to the topics, even worse, guys, even fucking worse. Oh
What?
God. There's people putting out those Trinity images. They put the Batman 2022, Superman 2025, and Brand New Day. Just sneaking.
For the last time, they're not going to bring Pattinson into the DCU.
No, they're talking about the Trinity of new superhero movies that have come out that are like pillars in the whole thing.
But Superman bombed compared to the other two.
Yeah.
According to the Netflix CEO, who at the time had access to
financials,
Warner Brothers financials, said under oath that Superman lost money.
Yeah, and people are like, but this Variety article said the person who looked at the financials testified under oath said it failed. Are you that retarded? Are you literally that stupid? Also, keep in mind.
I saw a great thing, MSK. Someone tried to say that Supergirl failed because no one knew it was connected to Superman.
What the hell did you just say?
And I'm like, he was in the trailer.
She was in the previous movie. This was the same lady.
Yeah.
This is the same lady. It's the same lady.
No. Wait.
That's MSK every time he enters into a room that actually has a woman in it.
Oh, God. No, fuck that. Nope, I'm out. There's a woman in there. I'm leaving. Good Lord.
Well,
God.
What would make you stay?
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
No, it would be if there was a dude in the room.
You know, men always make my day better.
There you go. He said it. Clip it, MSK.
But
MSKWs, clip it.
But you have to look at it in a holistic way, right? So when I'm looking at these things, I'm going, wow, I'm a genius. Like, I'm just living amongst a bunch of people with 70 IQ. And I have like 300 IQ, actually.
Let me ask you. So, do you just feel smarter because you hang around with people dumber than you?
What does it say about us, Bob?
Oh, God. I don't even know what happens in life anymore, guys. I'm just a genius.
Oh, we know you don't.
Good Lord. Oh, God. I can't take it. Oh, and then there's those stupid women out there who are like, Supergirl failed because of, like, misogyny. It's literally a playbook every single time these fucking women talk. Supergirl failed because, like, it's so men did not want to go watch the movie. Playbook every time.
Every single crime.
It's like
Or it's like anytime like a movie starring a black lead, or anytime Falcon Winter Soldier or Captain America, it's in black. The thing that's funny is that now everyone keeps spamming that one image of Isaiah Bradley saying they'll never let a black man be Captain America. And I'm like, when they did it, it failed twice.
Every time a black lead fails at something, oh, it's racism.
Every single time. Every single crime.
Oh, God. Fuck,
It's such
man.
a catchy tune.
Right? Yeah, good Lord.
Kind of is, yeah.
Yes, it's every single time. A woman, if she fails at something, misogyny. Black person fails at something, racism. It's always that. It's never like, hey, was it ever actually like good? Or better question yet, did anybody actually want that? Was there a market for that? Is there a market for your, I don't know, needle? What's the thing that women do when they make clothes? Knitting. Was there a movie for a bunch of knitting lesbians getting space powers in a desert and shoving dildos up their ass. But was there a market for that?
Oh, you know what's hilarious, MSK? I recently watched a summary of the Cruella movie, which is directed by the same guy who directed Supergirl.
Yeah.
Guess what? You know how I complain about Supergirl having music every 30 seconds, like the entire movie?
Oh, God.
That's what's in that movie.
That's the problem with the movie. Yeah, that's
I'm like, stop with the everything's a soundtrack. Stop.
What? See, that one you could argue it's a musical based off what you're trying to go for. Supergirl having it just makes no sense. It's not a musical. It's like, what the fuck are you even doing?
Then again, we didn't have a situation like in Supergirl. They walk into a bar in outer space and they're playing Earth music.
Oh God. Yep. Oh my God. I just can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Hey.
Oh, and someone in my comments legit said that, like, when it comes out on HBO Max, it'll do so much better.
Who said that?
It's a clear James Gunn shill.
No. Just remind me. Just keep in mind. Whoever said that, make sure that whenever they tweet about anything regarding any of this stuff, you would make sure to ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Or I love the usual cope now with people these days. Well, this movie bombed at the box office, but like it'll do better on a streaming service. Do you have any proof of that? Well, no. It's oh my God. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I know this failed, and I know this completely failed, but in this other avenue, it'll do better. Okay, I'm not disagreeing. Can you prove that to me? Well, no, I don't have to prove it to you. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, hell.
No,
what a way to just
failed.
Offset. Like, you know what's crazy? What a way to just offset something. And keep in mind, I would agree that back in the day, you had rentals and licensing, all that stuff. True. It's not that what you're saying is wrong. The fact of the matter is, you can't prove it did well. Actually, you know what's crazy?
And by the way, may I tell you? So let's say it does do well on streaming. It still lost money.
Also, what's the metric for doing well on streaming? No one's ever defined that.
But again, MSK, even if it does well, by whatever metric, Warner Brothers still lost $200 million on this movie.
Yeah. Oh, and then you also have to apply. Wait a minute. So, if let's just say I subscribe to HBO Max to watch Supergirl. God. Let's just say I did that. I'm just like throwing money into just a fucking pit of ass. Actually, I just opened Diddy's butthole. And I just threw money to Diddy's ass to subscribe to HBO Max to watch Supergirl. Okay,
keep going.
How would me subscribing to HBO Max have Supergirl help them? I don't know. See, also that right there is disingenuous. Me subscribing to HBO Max is supporting HBO Max. That's not supporting Supergirl.
What they hope when they say that it makes it do better is they look at, I'm sure when the movie goes live streaming, how many people sign up for it
because of that thing.
Yeah, and then they also look at how many people are kind of talking about it as well as the number of views they're getting. Because again, with some of these streaming services, they don't necessarily care if obviously they wanted to get new streaming or members, but if they can generate a lot of talk about it and not lose any and kind of keep the status quo and keep people watching it, then that's a good thing. Because I mentioned this when we talked when Stranger Things came out. You know, by the time you got to the final season, pretty much anybody who was going to sign up for Netflix had already signed up for Netflix. At the same time, though, it kept people watching on their channel and not unsubscribing from their service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what they're hoping with like Supergirl, which.
But you know, crazy. It's just that they.
What happens if Supergirl comes out and people are talking about it, but they're like, "Oh, why didn't anyone tell me this movie was so bad?"
Even worse. Just add to your point. This happened just this week. I saw it. They're like, because like on those movie Twitter accounts where they post like where the movie comes out on digital, like where it ranks at, like number. Supergirl debuted. It's at number 4. They're like, Supergirl came out. But you know what's craziest? They thought that was good. They were like, man, Supergirl debuted at number 4 on the charts.
Out of what?
Yeah, like what's
out of 4? That would be hilarious.
We celebrating number 4? Oh, that's crazy. That's
at a DCU project.
Oh, God. Oh, also, fun fact, we're going to talk about Supergirl in here in just a moment. fun fact, Supergirl actually lost more money for Warner Brothers than Catwoman. So people are going to ask, like, wait, but Catwoman made less money. True. But Catwoman was also made with a less of a budget attached to it. Supergirl's budget was around, what, $200 million, roughly?
Something like that.
And the marketing's, what, $100 million? So like, what, $300 million? So it lost about $200 million at the box office worldwide. Guys, Catwoman's budget was only $100 million. Marketing, depending if whatever marketing was around the time, because things are a lot more cheaper than they are now, Catwoman made more money essentially lost less money than Supergirl. That's crazy to think about.
And then this is how I knew this person was a shill. He was like, I'm glad they changed the story. I don't want to always know what happens. And someone's like, but Gunn literally said it's going to be basically the movie on the film. And he goes, where did he say that? And I go,
in the initial announcement video, he said this movie is based on all Superman for all seasons. Quite literally, there's a video of evidence of this existing,
and where he said it's basically that movie on the screen. That book.
Wait, dude. To be fair, he said Supergirl was going to be an epic sci-fi film.
It should have been an animated film. I think it would have done better because that way you can actually do the art style and actually have the vibrant colors.
I mean, he did say Supergirl was going to be an epic fucking movie. Oh, it was epic.
Oh, it was epic. It was an epic short, is what it was.
I'm just pointing out he was right. It was epic in the wrong direction.
It was epic in that it destroyed the DCU's good. I will say, MSK, it's very vindicating. After Supergirl came out, people started reevaluating the DCU. Like, oh, this was shit the whole time. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
It's crazy. People wanted to jump ship after one movie.
And then he announced like Jimmy Olsen, and he thought that was going to make people calm down. Everyone's like, hey, James, where's Wonder Woman?
But you know what's even worse? The timing of it was worse because when he was announcing this stuff, Brand New Day just came out and made more money faster than any movie ever in existence besides like Endgame.
It made more than his entire DCU
in a day.
In a day.
Brand New Day made more money than Supergirl in a single day.
And then in 3 days, it made more than his entire DCU.
Yeah.
And then the best thing James Gunn can offer us, right? Jimmy Olsen TV.
Remember where James Gunn said in response to Superman flopping overseas, well, Superman isn't as well known overseas. And I'm like, what? You're telling me Spider-Man is more well known than Superman overseas?
To be fair, you are right. He is. Based off the numbers we saw, he is. Given that the movie's quality can vary. Oh, you know what's even better? On that Threads thing we saw from Jody's video, remember James Gunn saying quality matters first? Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I won't greenlight something unless the script is 100% perfect.
100% talking out his ass, just straight up lying.
Oh, also remember when he said everything was going to be in sync with DC in terms of film, animation, and gaming. Yeah. So you're telling me you're going to try and sync up gaming with movie development? What?
I'm actually glad the animation stuff isn't happening. It was always cool seeing those DC animated movies come out every year. I'm glad that part is at least staying the same. He ain't doing no video game. Guys, they can barely make one good movie, and good is highly subjective.
It would probably be a shitty mobile game. That's what they're doing, if you notice. They're putting out like DCU tie-in DLCs for the shitty mobile games that no one plays.
All right, let's have some fun here. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the fate of the DCU. It has been addressed by David Zaslav. So
has it though?
We have pretty much all come to the same. Oh God! Well, we all came to the same conclusion that I was actually fucking Sydney Sweeney and clapping the shit out of her.
Emotional damage.
You know what you were doing is you were with a cross-dresser pretending to be Sydney Sweeney. You said it, not me.
Wait. I'm reviving myself.
Do the shut it down. Do the shut it down. Spin that little hat around and do the shut it down.
All right.
God. Oh, God. All right. I love how after he said I had sex with a drag queen, you got to shut it down. At that point, you just shut everything down. I just want to point out how retarded women are. His wife literally said, James' wife said this. She said, why are people mad at me? I just kissed another man.
Oh, did you see the coping today? It's like David Zaslav said, he's so invested, he's working on his birthday.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, do you know who else has to work on their birthday? Pretty much everyone.
Yeah, us regular human beings sometimes have to work on our birthdays. What a crazy revelation, having to work on days you don't want to, you stupid bitch.
Oh my God!
What? This is why you know women are like stupid. They're the only people that say that. You ever hear a man say that? Oh, I had to work on my fucking birthday. You just expect, oh, fucking hell. Okay, now I'm not crashing out. Jared's trying to make me crash out. It's fine. It's fine. I am calm, cool, and collected.
But we all know you don't have to be a comic book reader to be a comic book fan.
That's true. That is true. You can just be a... Oh, God. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the fate of the DCU addressed. So after Supergirl, the second installment in the DCU, completely bombed at the worldwide box office in horrific fashion, people were wondering, well, is this universe over? Is it time to just close up shop and just basically admit DC just can't do a live action cinematic universe like their competitor, like Marvel, which is currently owned by Disney? And most of us would probably tell you yes. At this point now, you failed twice at it. Just kind of close up shop and just say, fuck it. Just stop the whole thing and retry in like another 5 years. But nope, not happening. Actually, what's crazy is the universe is still going to be moving forward, and there's some things we probably should talk about in this video. So,
moving forward.
Or halting, because to be fair, as we pointed out, pretty much outside of that Jimmy Olsen mockumentary TV series coming out eventually, if it ever does come out, there's been nothing else really announced for the DCU, unless you want to know why?
Because apparently it's part of the terms of the deal that they can't greenlight anything unless Paramount agrees to it.
And to add to that point, there might be a financial reason tied to that, because apparently the deal hasn't closed yet for the merger, and apparently Paramount has to pay Warner Brothers more money than I'm ever going to make in my entire life a day until it actually closes. So there might be a financial reason attached to it that might be out of their control. So I'll be fair to them there. That might be out of your control. But let's be honest here. The stuff that he initially announced all the way up to now, wait a minute, hold on. Before this merger ever happened, you had free reign to just announce whatever you fucking wanted and make whatever you wanted. And he chose, let's check notes here, Creature Commando
as the first.
Yep.
I kind of liked Creature Commandos though.
Waller.
Booster Gold. Swamp Thing.
You know
what's crazy with that? We don't even know. All we know was that James Mangold was supposed to direct that. We've got nothing exists for that. That's just like my dad, just gone. Oh God! Just announce. Oh, what else did he announce? Oh my God! He announced
Peacemaker season 2, Blue Beetle animated series,
The Authority. God, just we're getting the
Supergirl.
God, look, no.
What was
he
that,
said
that Wonder Woman show they were?
Paradise Lost.
Paradise
That's
Lost.
all we got. The only I love James Gunn. He said it's an extreme development, and I go, what does that even mean? Extreme development.
That's crazy. I've been following movie news since I was like a little kid. I've never heard someone say that. I've never heard that.
No, you know what it is, MSK? They started bringing in Rob Liefeld to develop it. That's what they mean by extreme development.
This is how you know this guy was bullshitting. This guy said Supergirl, and I quote, was going to be an epic movie.
No, well, remember, this is the man who, when he was talking about the DC movie, someone asked him, "Hey, James, what's the best DC movie you've ever seen?" He said The Flash. And he's known for hating the Nolan Batman movies.
Oh, God. Dude doesn't like the Nolan Batman movies, but made a Superman movie where Superman got kicked in the
In fact, I think he said they. In fact, I believe he said they are the worst Batman movies.
You stupid.
Good Lord. And you know what's crazy? Out of all the stuff we're going to be getting, he even said we're going to be getting a Jimmy Olsen mockumentary TV series.
You stupid.
With Gorilla Grodd played by a comedian.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. So wait, hold on. That means this guy had free reigns to give us whatever he wanted and chose the most random, obscure shit known to man.
Oh, Damian Wayne Robin, Batman and Robin.
You what?
Oh, God. Christina Hodson writing the Batman movie. Something he hasn't denied. Christina Hodson, who in her Birds of Prey movie had Harley Quinn race a car and catch up to him.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Lanterns, written by Damon Lindelof. And Tom King.
Produced by Tom King.
You stupid.
The guy who had Green Lantern kill himself.
Can we ever forget the biggest character that I'm gonna say right now? Sergeant Rock. Motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck that is, and I just said his name for the first time in their entire life right there. Sergeant Rock was gonna be a movie.
It's because these fans think that these Z-listers are more popular than they really are. The reason why Blue Beetle bombed is because no one knows who Blue Beetle is.
Also, this is something that, well, Jared, he would know this to a certain extent. A lot of comic book fans do that a lot. They go, well, I know about, guys, comic books are a niche. You do know that, right?
Like, let me put it this way. In terms of the hierarchy of, like, media, comic books are down here.
Also, he also said, there was this Wonder Woman, there was this, like, black guy that asked him on Threads, hey, is Wonder Woman getting anything? He was like, I think she deserves, like, an animated series. And James Gunn was like, working on it.
5 years ago. And
you
people
know
are like, so you're a liar.
So what was that meme of that one guy looking over and it's just like nothing? Yeah, that's what that
Hey,
was.
you know, it's hilarious. And remember when he did a post announcing that was the anniversary of Sergeant Rock, and then he got community noted on it, and then the comments were all like, "Where's Wonder Woman, James?"
This is the best one. When Man of Tomorrow is out of the theaters after its box office run is over, and it's probably gonna make less money than his first movie. He said, "Oh fuck!" He said he's gonna go on a podcast and talk to us about canon.
To explain what the canon is, because remember he said,
"Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Well, remember he said canon doesn't matter.
He also told us the biggest lie: quality first.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
As he released Superman and Supergirl. Quality first. You know, quality matters. Because with the MSK Show, as you guys know, I believe in that concept actually more. So, let's have some fun here, shitting on Supergirl. So,
and by the way, Zaslav saying, "Oh, it's not gonna affect the line." Of course, publicly, he's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, James Gunn's a freaking moron. Yeah, we're gonna like destroy his universe." He's not gonna say that while they're in the middle of a production thing. And why are these journalists asking him that?
So, you know, women can be so retarded, and I love shitting on them constantly. And it's like this playbook. Whenever a female-led insert TV show or movie fails, women always blame misogynists, quote unquote, and incels, and you know their brains are fucked. It's the same thing as when a black-led movie or TV show ends. They're like, well, it's nothing but a bunch of racist white people that didn't want it to fucking work. No, actually, since most of you guys are fucking retarded, I'll just explain it to you. This is how business works. Is there a market for your fucking idea? So let's say I want to make a movie. I want to finance a movie. Okay, all right. I'm financing a movie here. I have $10, okay? I want my movie to have 2 Asians, one named Wong and the other one Ching Chong. And I want them to knit on a table for 5 hours. No,
Okay.
That's it.
Where is this going?
And then,
I'm trying to figure that out.
And then I want to have a monkey come in, and then I want to name the monkey Felipe, and then the monkey start dancing, and the movie opens its title, and it's called Felipe the Dancing Monkey. Do you think there's a market for that?
No, yeah, you.
I was gonna say you thought of it, so there might be a market out there.
I'm just pointing out.
Did you just randomly like throw shit together, or is that an idea you have for a pitch?
I'm not gonna lie, that was on the fly. I'm just a fucking genius.
Oh my God!
Someone should feed that into an AI, like a video generator, see what pops out.
I'm just pointing out. Do you think there will be a market for a movie called Felipe the Dancing Monkeys, where the 2 protagonists are 2 Asian dudes named Wong and Ching Chong sitting in 2 chairs knitting? No, there will not be a market for that. I would make -$dollars at the box office, even though that's probably never been done before. Just pointing out. That's never been done. So you ask people, actually, not these cuck losers who are out here who be like, well, in my relationship, my wife makes all the decisions, you fucking loser. Oh, my wife runs the relationship. Well, you're a fucking simp, actually. Do you guys think there was a market for a Supergirl movie, not as the second movie in a new universe? They don't even know if it's going to exist in the next 10 years.
Yeah,
no.
It wasn't a smart idea to make it the second film. This should have been further down the line. You establish your Trinity, and you go from there. I mean, if you want to do a side character, that some people are invested in, like a Nightwing or something like that.
He would definitely make more money than this. I get
what you could have done with a Nightwing is after you've already done a Batman film, you could go and you could still do the one with Damian Wayne and all that, but then you could have done a Nightwing movie and started the movie with a flashback using the same Batman that you used in the previous one. Show him as Robin and show their split.
Yeah. Or just wait, because people factor in with the DCEU that started with Zack Snyder. They didn't just make BVS instantly. BVS came out like 3 years later. If you have to wait to get the Trinity as their solo movies first, then wait then. Like literally, Superman comes out in 2025. I'm pretty sure if you told people, hey, I need more time to work on Batman and Wonder Woman scripts, they'll be out by like 2028, 2029. People will be fine with that. Now, would the movies be good? Well, no, because James Gunn's writing them, sadly, and they will be public shit. But this idea where you had to make another movie this fast is like, no. And keep in mind, guys, the next movie is Clayface. And the weird cope with that movie coming up, from the trailers, I'll be honest here, from the trailers, it doesn't look that bad, actually. It looks like it might be a fine movie. It looks like it. It could be like shit. It looks fine, right? But why is a Batman villain getting a movie before Batman himself?
Good question.
Hey, and the other cope with the movie is like, but it'll be a smash hit. Based off what? Specifically, what are you basing it off of? Like, that's like me saying, hey, when I went and watched Spiderman Brand New Day, I had Sydney Sweeney writing my face. Come on, what the fuck?
Sure
also, this is how much Supergirl made. Supergirl's out of the theaters now. It's over. This movie made, checks notes, $126 million at the box office. Holy shit, this movie's an absolute failure. This movie sucked ass too, and it was horrible. No one went to watch this because there's no market for this movie. And I like Supergirl. I actually like Kara. I actually like when she's with other characters too. Not a bad character at all. You write a competent enough movie, but the problem is like some characters can only really shine when they're next to other people. This kind of weird concept with people is like they think every character can do. No, like. Even if the MCU made a Storm movie and it was just a Storm solo movie, that wouldn't do that well either. Because certain characters can only really shine and be good characters around other people. And keep in mind, nothing in Superman implied that this movie was going to take off of Supergirl. The first scene of her in that movie is she's just calling him a bitch and then leaving and being some drunken whore.
Well,
How would that convince people to watch this movie, though?
Well, I don't agree with all of your point there. Essentially, no. Essentially, what you're saying is true as far as they didn't really develop Kara at all in Superman. Like if you're going
through at her, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're going to give her a movie? No, you got to develop her somewhere first. Like, for example, had Black Widow actually had a better script and not come out during the pandemic, that could have actually made money because she was developed in other films. And she was actually pretty well developed.
Also,
now,
how long were people asking for a Black Widow movie?
Exactly.
Yeah, timing matters too, right? You're putting out in 2020... when they were asking for this in 2016, right?
And also after the character is canonically dead.
Yeah, which makes the movie's consequences inconsequential because, well, you already know she's dead, so it's like, what the fuck is this even for, honestly? Walter says, the movie never looked very good. That was the main issue. If the movie actually looked and ended up being a good film, it wouldn't matter the timing of the film. No, but even, okay, so these are a lot like ifs. Even if what you were saying was true, it wouldn't matter. There is not enough of a market for her character. There just isn't.
Look. Here's the thing. I don't like. I do think that the timing matters a little bit, and here's what I mean. If this character, who is who's not a character that you just jump at when it comes to the DC universe, if they had developed her and then released her down the line, it would have been it could have been a much more lucrative film. Now, I agree with Walter as far as the movie didn't actually look good from the start. I mean, we had been complaining about the trailers from the get-go. The best trailer was the last one.
Yeah, what's crazy is all of us watched it and we all went, this is actually our reaction. I'm not kidding. All of us went like this. Nah.
Yeah.
Nothing about it convinced me at all. I didn't think it, I personally didn't even think it looked like Guardians. It just looked like some crappy generic sci-fi movie I've seen like 1,000 times. Guys, those don't do well. The contrary to popular belief, most of these genres you like, movies don't do that well, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like the problem with it, it's like you have a book that has a very vibrant art style. And when the director blatantly talks about not reading the book, and then when you actually look at it, it's the most, to MSK's point, it's the most bland sci-fi looking world. But the book is so vibrant, so unique. So I'm like, that's why people are so big on it.
Oh, what's crazy is for Clayface, actually, they weren't going to put out in October. That was actually a moved release date. People told them to put it out in October because, well, it's a horror movie. You should probably put that in October. That movie was going to be released in September. So they kind of lucked out with that. And to be fair, just because a movie is coming out in October doesn't automatically mean it's going to be a guaranteed box office success. I mean, it is made on a lower budget, so there might be a room for that. But Supergirl is like, guys, also the reason why I bring these up here, this movie made less than Joker Folie à Deux. Joker 2. Joker
you
2.
know it's pronounced Foley Ducks. Come on.
You mean full of shit. That's what you really meant, Jared.
Touche.
Movie made $200 million. This movie's actually just terrible. Everything about it is bad. This movie's actually horseshit. This might be the worst movie they've ever put out, barring insert other movie there, right? This is easily top 10 worst one they ever put out. This hunk of horrible shit made more than that. But that's by a very considerable amount there. If we're going off of these both flopping, right? And keep in mind, what's even worse with Supergirl, the Joker Folie à Deux director didn't even want to make this. He pretty much sabotaged everything. He didn't actually want to do this at all. A movie where a dude basically just kind of said, I don't really want to make this at all, made more money than a movie that someone actually intentionally got mad because James Gunn didn't want to release his cut of the movie. Keep in mind, the guy that directed this did not want to make this movie, and it made more than Supergirl. That is crazy. Oh, and somehow Supergirl made less than this movie. This is actually terrible. But this movie did give us the best meme of all time with movies. It was certainly a movie of all time. I love the memes from this movie. This movie's memes are absolutely amazing. But this movie's actually terrible. How did Supergirl make less than Morbius? Morbius is actually terrible. One would wonder how that's possible. Would Morbius have more fans than Supergirl? Or is it Jared Leto, maybe? I don't know. Just depends, obviously. But Supergirl is just getting all the accolades and all the worst spots, right? But Jared, what do you think? Did people really want to see a Supergirl movie this early, or is just there was
no? Because again, if you look at those announcements, all of it is James Gunn saying, "This was my favorite run. This is my favorite character." It's all about James Gunn's preferences. Because again, the way a DCU should always start is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, in whichever order. You don't have to start with Superman. You could start with Wonder Woman as far as I'm concerned. I would like for you to do that. But it's like the point is, Supergirl, first off, if you I would have said Supergirl is justified as a movie existing if Supergirl was like a co-lead of Superman. In other words, she was in the first Superman movie and was like helping him with the plot. Because then it's like, okay, the audience kind of gets with the character and stuff. But it's like no one showed up because no one knows who the character is.
Oh, Wonder Woman
and
84.
The fact that she had a CW show doesn't mean shit.
Oh, also, Wonder Woman 1984, even though it made a lot less money than the first one, still made more than Supergirl. This movie's
that was during the pandemic, the height of the pandemic.
Yeah,
we're talking like. Yeah, that.
And this was released day and day with theaters.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84 made more money. And not just a little bit more. When I'm saying this, it's not a little bit more. This movie made $169 million at the box office, right? Supergirl made 126. Wonder Woman 1984 is quite literally one of the worst super movies ever made. And it made 40 million more than this. And what's crazy, Morbius and Joker Full of Shit don't even have what 84 had. Wonder Woman 84 was released day and date. Bro, what are we doing here? Also, the other thing to factor in with a lot of this stuff is this is another big pill that people might have to swallow. Is anybody really interested in this DCU? Because I brought this up in previous videos as well. Just because Superman does well and it did not do that well.
It did not go well.
But let's just hypothetically say you guys were right and it did do well. That sure didn't translate to her movie. None of that translated
by
to her
that
movie
justification, the next DCU project should all do well. Peacemaker lost audiences.
Well, and we'll use the Sony's universe without Spiderman, whatever reason exists for this logic I'm gonna go with. All the Venom movies, even though they lost money with each one, those made money because people like and know Venom quite on a very big level. Morbius and Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter did not. And Sony probably thought, whoa, the first Venom movie almost made $900 million at the box office. That means that every subsequent villain movie we put out would make a lot of money, right? No, it didn't. It did not. Because we are not in the same superhero kind of landscape that we used to be in when one would do well and the other one would do well just because the other one would do well. We're not in that anymore.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with a lot of these is the same problem that Marvel had with Phase 4 and 5, is that they started throwing all these characters out there with crap stories and there was no development with them. Like if you're going to bringing out some of these minor characters or side characters and give them their own movie, you have to develop them somewhere else first, or you have to give them such a rock solid script that word of mouth is so good that people will turn around and go see it. You know, I think Ant-Man did pretty well because, you know, it was just a fun movie. It had a solid script, and that's a character
it also
who
came
wasn't
out
developed
after Ultron.
And that was a character who wasn't developed, somewhere else. But some of these other characters need to be developed somewhere else.
And this is the thing,
because they need to have that good writing behind them, and this just didn't have that. Like you said, she got one scene in the Superman movie that wasn't really that great of a film, and then you throw in the bad trailers, you throw in some of the controversies and everything, and this wasn't going to do anything.
Interview where she was like, we become so pro of ownership of women's bodies. What the fuck does that have to do with Supergirl? The whole
but here's the thing is, even that could have been overcome if the trailer just looked pretty good. Like John's Longbox brings up the point. He says that nobody knew John Wick the day before it was released. True, I get that.
We also have more people going to the theaters back then, too.
But the trailers were really good. And then it had a solid story and good writing around the character.
The movie's fucking amazing.
Where it had good word of mouth. This didn't.
Supergirl actually had no good word of mouth either. Like keep in mind, I will say to people, even if certain cast members' interviews aren't good enough, a movie can actually overcome that, though. Like, people had said, just because the cast members were talking a bunch of bullshit, they liked the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out, like, 2 years ago, even though the cast was saying some absolute bullshit, you know? I don't know.
Masters of the Universe, where they were talking about was about toxic masculinity. It was still a good movie.
Like, I just want to point out, like, The Rock, and keep in mind, John Wick's not a bad example. I don't disagree with that, but we're not in that landscape anymore. Like, okay, this just happened 3 years ago. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, quite literally, is one of the biggest movie stars, or was one of the biggest movie stars in the world. That guy couldn't even get Black Adam to $400 million, though. Like, just being like a star is not good enough anymore. You know,
but that goes to the other issue that Black Adam just wasn't that great of a film. If it had a lot of positive word of mouth, if it had some really great trailers,
and he wasn't black,
that again could have helped. and I don't think, like, I kind of agree with John's long box there. I don't think not knowing the character, I don't think that's as big of an issue as what people make it. I think if you develop them, or if you develop them beforehand, I think that's better. But if you can't, you need to give them a rock solid script.
Really?
So
rock
you can
solid?
rock solid.
Well, Bob, the other thing,
so you can have good word of mouth and give them some solid trailers. Don't be putting out this garbage trailer. I mean, test it.
Oh, you mean like Lanterns, where they put out a shitty like Yellowstone one, and everyone got mad at me because I said the trailer sucked. But here's the other thing, Bobby, because people will bring up, oh, it's James Gunn. He made people care about a talking raccoon and a tree. Yeah, but there was momentum behind Marvel. He needs to establish momentum with DC before people will trust it. Because what people have to realize, the general audience doesn't know who James Gunn is.
Or even if they did, let's just say a lot of them did from his Guardians movies. Okay, but that doesn't automatically mean because he did those movies good that he would be, first of all, know how to run a whole universe. Then second of all, know how to make these movies work, though. Like, some people are actually only good at making certain things work. Like, I'm good at being good with the ladies, good at being rich and being successful, obviously. All right, so David Zaslav says, quote, DC looks very good.
He's not going to say, oh, yeah, I was really shitty. I really screwed up at playing James Gunn while his company is being acquired.
In wake of Supergirl bomb, let me make sure it's a bit bigger. Maybe this, one sec. There we go. We have a robust pipeline. The Warner Brothers Discovery CEO says when asked about the future of DC films. You know what's crazy? I will give Peter Safran credit. He did say the movie, after bombing opening weekend, did not meet his expectations. I'll give him that. A lot of people wouldn't say that. I'll give you credit on that one. David Zaslav still has faith in James Gunn and Peter Safran's vision for DC films. Good Lord. Despite the disastrous box office of Supergirl this summer, the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO was asked directly about the future of DC on Thursday's earnings call. And he responded by talking up Gunn's Superman sequel and the Batman Part 2 director, Matt Reeves. Oh, okay. This is actually a funny thing I'm going to say. There's a good chance that Shark Week is going to do better ratings on TV than Peacemaker and Lanterns. I'm not kidding. And I love Shark
and
Week.
also Peacemaker. Did you see that Lanterns is launching the same week as football? On the same night as football?
Oh, my God.
Well, that's
I'm like, oh boy, that's a good idea.
That's always been super successful for network TV, launching your new show, competing with sports. Learn about that if you guys know what TV is, and you'll be surely wrong about that one. Quote, on the DC side, James is focused on Man of Tomorrow. I saw some pictures yesterday that looked amazing. Actually, yesterday was James' birthday. No one cares. And he's out working. Oh,
like everyone.
Like we all do. Sometimes you work on days you don't want to. He's working 16 to 18-hour days. I know people who work 100 hours in 3 days.
I've worked 14-hour days. Boo frickety hoo.
My Sundays are literally 13-hour days. You remember when James Gunn's wife was like, "This is going to be his best movie." Oh my God, the wife of the guy who runs the company said his next thing is going to be the best thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, that is such a glowing endorsement.
Oh, hell no!
It looks fantastic. We're super excited about it. Matt Reeves, I spoke to over the weekend, and he's working very hard on Batman. That sounds really gay. That actually sounds kind of gay out of context. Just pointing out. Zaslav declined to address Supergirl directly and noticeably did not tout James and Peter's 10-year plan for DC, as he has done on several earnings calls before, but he expressed optimism in the next DC projects on the docket.
Quote, the ones that can't be canceled before the deal goes through.
Yeah, these have already been in production. Most people would just say, probably, shut this down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
That's very catchy.
Shut this universe down, please. Quote, we have Clayface coming up soon, which looks terrific. We got Lanterns launching in the next few weeks.
This week.
On HBO, which Casey and Sarah are super excited about. So DC feels very good. And we have a robust pipeline, and Peter and James are at work. Supergirl marked the second film in Gunn and Safran's overarching DC reboot after last year's successful, in quote, Superman, which Gunn directed. But Supergirl, which was directed by Craig Gillespie, suffered poor reviews and an abysmal box office, grossing just $126 million worldwide against a budget north of $170 million. Holy shit, that movie fucking failed. Oh, you know what's worse? Because they didn't put this here, which they should have. Remember, which cut of the movie did we get? We got James' version. James Gunn's cut is the one they put out in the theaters.
So when people say you can't blame him for what happened to Supergirl, I'm like, he had his own thing. He the cut we saw was his cut.
Remember, we had a bake-off? The good old bake-off where they're competing cuts. Next on the DC docket is Lanterns, an HBO drama series spin on Green Lantern starring Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre that launches later this month. But on the film front, the next movie is Clayface, a lower-budgeted body horror spin on a lesser-known comics character that hits theaters in October. That movie is directed by James Watkins and was not originally part of Gunn and Safran's plan, but was greenlit quickly after horror maestro Mike Flanagan reached out with a fresh take and complicated script for the character. Whenever I hear these words right here, fresh take, I'm sitting here, okay, that's usually always a pretty massive red flag right there. Good Lord. After that is, oh my God. Sorry, almost was choking on dick over there. Holy fuck. After that is Gunn's Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow, which is now in production and hits theaters in July 2027. Followed by Matt Reeves' long-awaited The Batman Part 2, which sits outside the continuity of Gunn and Safran's new DC universe. The Batman Part 2 was originally supposed to be released next fall, but was recently bumped to February 2028. All of this to say, the pressure is on after the Supergirl misfire, especially with Warner Bros. Discovery potentially coming under new leadership should Paramount's acquisition close. So, yeah, I'm just pointing out, I don't know if James Gunn is super safe with his position, because keep in mind, allegedly, isn't his contract up by the end of Man of Tomorrow? So pretty much after the Jimmy Olsen TV series, it's over. It's like, I'll be honest with you guys. They're not going to ever say this, but I will, because I'm not stupid and I'm not retarded. And I'll tell you guys the truth, actually. And I'm not a disingenuous piece of shit. They want Man of Tomorrow to have a very similar box office opening weekend as Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do you think they're happy that Brand New Day...
And by the way, MSK, remember when people were complaining that Batman versus Superman was overstuffed with characters? Every DCU character is in this damn movie!
Oh, God, man. You know what's crazy? Do you guys think that Spider-Man Brand New Day doing as well as it has been good for Warner Brothers? Marvel has had, debatably, the biggest movie come out co-produced with Sony, obviously. Sony there too. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you think they're happy that everyone's making fun of them for producing the biggest bomb since like pretty much Catwoman for the modern era of superhero movies? No, they're not happy
and the
with that.
conversation hasn't stopped. That's the thing.
Yeah, the thing is, they're not happy being made fun of like that. And guys, Brandon Day made more money in Thursday night previews than Supergirl. Thursday night previews, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. It made more money in pretty much 2 days than Supergirl made in 3 weeks. Do you think that's something that they aspire to? No. They obviously would not like this happening. So I'm just pointing out, James Gunn definitely needs to hit with Man of Tomorrow, but I can't believe that. Superman was not good, a lot of problems. Supergirl, well, it was certainly a movie. I mean, it had runtime, it had some actors, it had some special effects, it had women in it. I mean, it was a movie, right, guys? It was a movie. It existed.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we'll see how this works. Jared, what are you thinking about Zaslav's comments? It's like, well,
I think it's just he can't shit on Gunn during on an earnings call, no less. Say, yeah, I really screwed up appointing this guy. We're gonna move away from the plan. But it's like you can read between the lines, because if you look, nothing's been greenlit. He's only been talking. The article said he ignored the 10-year plan. He just talked about, oh yeah, we like all these other projects that are coming out. He doesn't mention, oh yeah, and Peter and Zaslav and Peter and James have this long 10-year plan that we're really excited for. No, they're just talking about up until Man of Tomorrow. That should tell you all you need to say.
Oh, also, I know people are going to be like, but Booster Gold's happening. No, guys.
No, it's not.
Booster Gold had an update where the showrunner left the project, and then I think the Wrap came out with their own exclusive that pretty much went like, if I'm quoting this right, it went like they will find someone else eventually. Do you know what that means when it comes to this stuff? Do you know what the word eventually means? If you're not like new to the scene, eventually means kind of like my dad being a part of my life. Could mean never. Could mean in 20 years. I'm leaning towards never. Bob, what do you think about Zazav's comments?
I think he was just giving, corporate speak, boss talk, Yeah, he's trying not to crap on anybody or anything like that. He's just kind of saying the right thing. At the end of the day, they don't know what's going to happen once if the Paramount merger happens, and then if it doesn't, supposedly there's a good possibility all this stuff could get sold off in individual pieces anyway. So I think he's just saying the right thing for now. They're planning through Superman, and then they'll figure it out if it's going to proceed forward or not. That's what I think.
Yeah. So as you guys know, for me,
I think they're hoping maybe to get a little bit of momentum with Lanterns, but we'll see.
Lanterns is not good. It's not going to give them the momentum they need.
And what's crazy is that's a TV. And come on, I'm not knocking TV. I love TV shows, as you guys know, but there's only so much a TV show can do. There's only so much it can do to drive the perception. It's like, and what's crazy is by the time Man of Tomorrow is over, what if we say that like Lanterns is their best thing, a fucking TV show? You would be like, wow, how low have we sunk around here? But Tom King's executive producer of it. So, my hope for it being good is, anywhere between like shit to mega shit to okay to maybe all right. But yeah, I mean, guys, Supergirl, no one and I know there was a short I put out where a lot of people liked it, and I'll just echo it right here. Nobody wanted a Supergirl movie in my butthole. I'm joking, guys. Nobody wanted to see a Supergirl movie this early. She is not that big enough of a character to do this early right now. She just isn't. Could you have did a Supergirl movie 5-6 years on the road when the universe is kind of built and there's an audience to this? Potentially. Even then, you still have to kind of make, I don't know, right? Then there needs to be a better, more understanding of what to put out given the audience we have right now. What are people going to actually pay for than say what they're going to pay for? That's different, right? What someone will tell you what they're going to do versus what they actually do is two different things. And with that being said, there's a reason why the movie failed. And it was because of misogynists or incels, because more men went to watch this than women. So just sorry to say that. Yeah, this movie failed just like your Supergirl movie failed all you fucking retarded old single lonely women out there that have 5 cats who have, who also aren't married either. God, these faceless these freaking Twitter accounts out there that have biggest Supergirl lover in their bio. Name me a Supergirl comic you've ever read. Well, you know, I don't read comics. I can't.
Woman of Tomorrow. They'll always say just that one thing.
Well, they'll be like, I don't read comics though, but then tell you that this.
Well, remember, MSK, you don't have to read comics to be a comic book fan.
That's true. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swagking, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. All right. Who's this? Sean, what's up, man? What about a DCU live action Power Girl comic accurate? The problem is, it's not that.
Well, Sydney Sweeney has to play Power Girl for two very obvious reasons.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Someone had to say it.
In a perfect world, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
But no one would show up for actually, Power Girl, actually, you have the possibility that more people would show up because she's freaking hot.
If you actually cast a white lady with some nice boobs, nice fat ones, I'm just saying that you might get that sex appeal going. The only way, come on, we are joking here, but I just don't think there'll be a market for that. Like outside of literally a bunch of gooners and a bunch of horny dudes, which is pretty much the audience in general. To be fair, I'll give you this. You never know, actually. You never know. I would lean towards no. I don't think that would actually have a market for that, but actually, Teen Titans, they should write fast. If that's worth anything, Teen Titans, it should be your next one. That has an audience for it. Starfire, Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and fucking Raven. There's an audience for that one. That should have been if there's going to be any movie next, it should have been Teen Titans or Titans of some form. You could have Titans or New Titans and all that stuff with different, there's Flash. There's like, isn't Kid Flash sometimes a part of some of these runs here? Dude, imagine the Teen Titans opening up a universe. That'd have been a pretty good idea. Supergirl, well, you know, numbers kind of prove it. But speaking of shitting on DC, oh my God. Kotaku put out an article that said fans are split on if Spider-Man Brand New Day earns Sadie Sink's character redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Also, Sean, if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. Are you an Angels fan? Is that a baseball? You look like you're an Angels fan. I'm not. I don't really watch baseball like that. I more watch basketball and football like that. But give me one moment here. I need to grab something really quickly. I figured I'd talk about this movie's box office, even though everyone's done it because, well, I might as well actually. Give me 1 second here. This won't be as long as that other topic because this one's pretty straightforward here. Just like me. Straightforward. Good looking. Hot and rich. Right, Bob? No. Right, Jared? Oh,
no.
Man. Oh, God. You're supposed to be on my side. What the hell, man?
No. I'm never going to be on your side, MSK.
God damn it.
I'm going to be on whatever the opposite of your side is.
Oh, God. Also, word of mouth. The biggest thing nowadays with movies is word of mouth. Like that Godzilla movie that came out some years ago, that movie got more traction with word of mouth, too. Like,
you're talking about -1, right?
Yeah. A lot of movies nowadays quite literally kind of live and die by word of mouth. Like, if people go and watch and they say it's nah, or the death of a movie is when a lot of people say, just wait till streaming. Oh, God. When a person says just wait till streaming, oh, no. That's when you know that movie's absolute dog crap. All right. Time to celebrate some hopefulness, right? No?
No.
Let's do it.
Oh, my God. I was just going to tell you, I was going to get laid last night, but fuck, you know? I think that Teen Titans done right has the potential to be DC's Avengers. Teen Titans has more audience appeal than Justice League. You can. It's possible. And then you kind of wonder, why the fuck but the person that's writing the Teen Titans movie is the same lady that wrote Supergirl. So just saying, even if we wanted a Teen Titans movie to be like coming soon, if I know it's written by Anna Nogueira, I'm just going to do that Squidward fucking video I play where I'm just throwing your brain in the trash. You know, that's it. Oh, God.
Squidward speaking. Patrick, did you or did you not open my bag of carbon monoxide in the Krusty Krab?
I'm just saying, hypothetically, how would we close it?
Just saying, Patrick in that clip is James Gunn. I don't know how to close this. Everything's on fire. Oh, God. I need that little dog from that show where it's like, this is fine. Everything's on fire. Oh God. All right. Let's have some hot fun with my wife, who doesn't exist. Actually, she's just a pillow in my imagination.
Did you say we?
Oh yeah, that sounds kind of gay. Actually, that actually sounds really gay. Holy shit!
What? What the fuck?
All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day's box office. So Spider-Man Brand New Day is the newest film installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm pretty sure it's the 38th film or 39th film, which is utterly insane because, man, in 2008, this universe started with Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. I was just in 8th grade back then, still in public school, actually. And, you know, years have gone by. I've gotten taller, better looking, more richer, sexier. You know, I'm going
more racist.
True. And I'm actually going to the movie theaters now with Sydney Sweeney and Scarlett Johansson and Haley Atwell and Vanessa Kirby.
Lookalikes.
I've been banging out some
body pillows.
I'm actually banging
inflatable and cloth.
Wait, to be fair, I'm actually banging OnlyFans models. I'm just
body pillows.
I'm just saying I'm blowing Sophie Rain's back out.
What I mean, what MSK means is that he's having sex with the used body pillows of OnlyFans models.
Hey, all these OnlyFans girls you guys are seeing, the really hot ones, I'm banging all of my movie theaters. So like, oh my God, MSK, I would love to go and watch Spider-Man Brand New Day with you. I love for you to put your webs all the way inside me.
What? What the fuck?
So, yeah, hey, Sony made the best investment any of these major studios did back in the day when Marvel Comics went bankrupt and they bought the rights to Spider-Man. Man, they're just raking in so much dough now. Now, this movie doing really well at the box office actually shouldn't surprise anyone. You know, most people, even when we talk to them on this show, Joe actually had said this movie was going to make more money at the box office than Doomsday. Now, that is to be determined when Doomsday comes out later this year in 2026, if it's going to do more at the box office than Spider-Man. But looking at Doomsday and how much money they spent on it and marketing, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's going to ink out better profit margins than that, because Doomsday like kind of has to hit $2 billion or roughly around that just to start making money, right? Because the break even for that movie is like $1,500,000,000. That's the break even point. That's crazy. That means even if it makes $1 billion, it hasn't even started making money yet, given how much money they spent on it. So, hey, Doomsday is going to be put on the clock, pun intended. That they actually have a clock right now, counting down the time before the movie comes out. So, no, Spider-Man Brand New Day, despite me having some issues with the movie, honestly, it's doing really, really well. And Spider-Man, guys, at this point now, could you say he's bigger than Superman and Batman in terms of like character popularity? I'm pretty sure Spidey's got it for a little bit here. Batman's second because Batman's latest movie did like what 720. Matt Reeves' movie did like what 720. Batman's second. Superman is. I love Superman more than Spider-Man, but god damn, it's my boy being done dirty by James Gunn. Superman only made like $608 million. Oh god, it made less money than Man of Steel. Jesus Christ, the fucking Jor-El in Man of Steel was better. Cal. They're a species you can go and teach them. You can go and blah, blah, blah. James Gunn's Jor-El. Well, go and fuck them bitches. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Yeah, say what you want about Man of Steel, but I thought Russell Crowe's whole speech.
Great Jor-El. Oh,
yeah. He was a great Jor-El, and his whole speech to him right before his first flight. And that whole scene that's amazing. Awesome.
You will inspire mankind, because that's the thing with Jor-El. You have to have him sound. He has to have a certain amount of grandeur.
Yeah.
I think Brando had that with the '78 movie, and Jor-El had that. And then again, it's like, well, the other thing is like the Jor-El in the James Gunn Superman movie is just bland. I didn't get any aura from him that I got from Crow or Brando.
Yeah, I mean, it's also another thing to look at is when people are talking about Brand New Day, and I do feel like the biggest knock I have on it is just the gene. it's really just the Jean Grey stuff. Everything else is kind of still a knock, but that Jean Grey stuff is bad, man.
See, and I don't even think Sadie Sink is the problem. I think it's
got her.
I think it's just the way the character's written. I actually like her in the role.
Her performance actually is good. It's just
for what she was for the way the character was written and the way she performed it. I think she was good for what they gave her to work with. I think it was just the way she was written that it creates a moral dilemma. But otherwise, it's a fun movie. I mean,
could you imagine the way she was acting if she was Mystique? I'd be like, okay, if she wore a wig or dyed her hair, the way she was acting, you believe that was Mystique doing all that stuff. But no, like and this is the thing I want you guys to understand. Not you guys, but like you're gonna watch this video in the future. Guys, Jean Grey is going to be an X-Men. The MCU X-Men movie is going to be directed by the guy who directed Thunderbolts. They casted Samara Weaving to be, Emma Frost. I love Samara Weaving.
Honestly, that's the best casting for Emma Frost they could have done. I'm cool with that. That's the best casting
they did in a long time, actually, man. That's actually...
As someone that has read a fair amount of Emma Frost included comics, that's good.
Samara Weaving has the right personality, right look for the character. Thank God they
didn't. He looks like the character.
Well, Jared, are you saying you didn't want? Jared, are you saying you didn't want Precious to play Emma Frost? Oh my God! Knowing Marvel 5 years ago, let's just cast Whoopi Goldberg to play Emma Frost.
Oh my God!
But I will say I don't know how the rewatchable value of Brand New Day will come into play because I feel like some of the movie's issues get more apparent the more rewatches you have of it. But overall, the movie is doing financially very, very well. And the thing with Jean Grey, guys, is I go back to that, is the problem that she has is, so a lot of people have said she's like Bucky. And automatically, I know your ass didn't watch the movies. I know your ass just only watching TikTok. And I'll just expose you right now. Bucky, guys, after he kind of fell off that train in Captain America 1, okay, he was brainwashed. All that stuff he did, brainwashed. He was not in control of himself.
That's how he gets redeemed.
Yeah, that's how you as the audience...
Even in the comics, when he became Captain America, he still dealt with the guilt. Yeah, and even the MCU, he still has the guilt. Even though he wasn't totally in control of himself, he still feels, no, I still did that stuff.
Right. And the thing is, we as audience members know, okay, it's not really his fault. Let's try to navigate this with the character, right? She doesn't get that. Do you want to know why? She intentionally fucked with people, and what's the biggest kicker of it? She didn't even know her sister was dead until the very end of the movie in that last final third act. She knew her sister was dead. She just intentionally fucked with people for the love of the game. Now, she was trying to figure out what happened to her sister. That's understandable, but she herself was the main villain of the movie. Like, yeah, the black guy was the main villain, obviously. It's crazy. A modern MCU movie making a black guy the main villain. Maybe they are getting redeemed. Holy shit, Marvel making a black guy the main villain? Okay, Marvel, I see where you're at now.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh, God, at least they're acknowledging how bad certain black people can be, right? So it's one of these things where because I know he directed the movie, but he didn't write it. I think it was Eric Simmons who wrote it. There was 2 writers in the movie, right? All you had to do was have the Phoenix Force activate and take her over and say she's been dealing with something else beside her mutant powers in the movie. Do you know how else that would have worked as a concept? This is the reason why the Thunderbolts director did a better job of doing that in Thunderbolts. Sentry, when the Void came out, do you know how we know that Bob's not going to be blamed for that, or how we know he's not a bad guy? His other personality was doing that. He quite literally was taking over by his other personality.
Right.
Jean Grey has that as an out. She literally has that as an out. You could go, okay, Phoenix Force takes over. You could have mentioned it in the flashback.
She wiped out an entire galaxy.
Yeah, she quite literally, froze happening. You could have used that. The Phoenix Force was right there. And what's worse is that we know that's going to be used in a storyline in one of these future movies coming up. And you're going to tell me it didn't activate when she was doing that? That's crazy logic we're going to have to go across eventually. But you had the Phoenix Force right there. Why did you not use it? It's right there. And we could go, okay, she wasn't in control of herself. This was taking over her mind because of her sister dying. Or she was trying to look for her sister, overcome with grief. Any angle you could actually use it for. Just many angles. I just don't understand why not using it. Because if people know the intentions behind what she's doing, it makes it a little bit better. if she was doing it not in control of herself, something else was doing it for her, because maybe her anger manifested in a certain way that created that thing inside of her, you go, okay, that's understandable. She intentionally just fucked with people. People bring up the guy getting hit by a car. Let's bring up this one. She took over MJ's body, Michelle Jones. That's not Mary Jane. She's not white. And then just SAP'd her through her. Could you just imagine this? Let's say Doctor Strange did that through Shuri. Let's say Doctor Strange compelled Shuri and had her make out with, I don't know, give me a character, any random male in the whole universe.
Spiderman.
Yeah. Would you think Doctor Strange could be redeemed after that?
Or what if Doctor Strange made Wanda kiss someone else? And it's like, in other words, a man doing that to a woman.
Your mind thinks about it differently. Yeah. Okay. All you, Jared's right. Let's say Doctor Strange controlled Wanda, and then Wanda was, I don't know, randomly kissing. Let's just use John Walker in Thunderbolts. Would you guys think that's okay? No, you wouldn't, because any logical thinking person would think this person's a piece of shit. And people goes crazy. Well, she's gonna get redeemed. Redeemed how? She has the same reputation as Wanda. This is her first movie. I don't know how she's gonna get redeemed, because she's quite literally a literal piece of shit. But so someone's like, but she didn't kill them. They almost died. Oh yeah, because like I almost killed somebody. Yeah, because that makes it so much better. You have fucking retarded simps out there. She almost murdered people. Let's just say, I'll give you an argument. Let's say she didn't murder them. How is almost murdering them just as good? How would that even be a justification for that? She almost murdered people, but she didn't actually do it. No. Oh my God. Shut it. I'll be honest here. If any government officials go after her, if that Stryker guy exists in that X movie, I hope he just straight up just murks that bitch into the ground to actually get rid of her. What? Shut her all the way down.
Shut it down. Spin that little hat around and do the shut it down.
That's so catchy.
She just proved why every mutant shouldn't be trusted. And she didn't even know her sister died till the very last end of the movie. Well, but I will say the movie did at least, and this is why I had Brand New Day a bit over Homecoming in my list that I gave out. Brand New Day at least gave me something I've been asking for in a Spider-Man movie. Can Peter's powers like develop and have him like have a scene where he's controlling his powers? Come on, guys. Fourth Spider-Man movie. We're getting Spider Sense. Fourth movie. You should imagine stuff in like the first movie. Like, there is a lot of stuff to like about Brand New Day. I'm not saying people are wrong about that, but that Jean Grey stuff is terrible. Like, that's the only thing that knocks the movie down for me. Really speaking, that's what really knocks it down a peg compared to the other ones, right? But the movie is doing very, very well financially. Well, DC movies can't really say that ever, right? Box office, Spider-Man Brand New Day swings to second biggest weekend of all time with $145 million. Fun fact here, this movie's made more in its third week than Supergirl made in 3 weeks. This movie's killing it. And I know people are going to be like, when Spider-Man 5? Is Sony going to do a Spider-Man 5? Guys, Sony literally has to keep making these, otherwise they lose the rights. You're going to get a Spider-Man 5 within about 5-6 years. Pretty much. They have to keep making these. I mean, with numbers they're making like this, do you think they would ever let the rights go back to Marvel? No, it would never happen. You're going to get it. You're going to get a new one. It's like, unless they quite literally don't want to make money, because we know from the PlayStation department, they definitely don't want to make money at PlayStation anymore. You know, that shit is some Wong Ching Chong cooked raw. Fuck. Spider-Man Brand New Day is continuing its unparalleled box office run, scoring another $145 million domestically.
Good God.
Good fucking God, man. During its second weekend in theaters. Just to put those stratospheric ticket sales in context, only one movie this year, and Bob has said this movie a while ago, Toy Story 5, earned around that much in its opening weekend. Did you like Toy Story 5? Did you guys see it, actually?
I liked it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I liked it. I thought it was better than 4. It doesn't nearly get to, or not even nearly, it doesn't even get close to the first 3, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. I think the people that were hating on it, I thought they were going too far with it. Like, the biggest complaint I saw were people saying Woody and Buzz were sidelined, but to be fair, they set that up at the end of the 4th one. I mean, it wasn't really a shock.
And that wasn't even like then. Like, I would expect them to keep doing that because, you know, doubling down on bad ideas is what Disney always is known to do.
Well, I mean, but it's a different kid, you know,
Yeah.
who's a girl as opposed to a boy. So you're gonna have that kid's gonna have different favorite toys, and so those different toys are gonna be highlighted.
Isn't the kid Mexican? Is it still Bonnie?
Yeah, it's Bonnie.
Avocados from Mexico.
Oh, God. That much in its opening weekend with Disney's Pixar's adventure debuting $159 million. Guys, Toy Story 5. I mean, yeah. Toy Story 5 did $159 million opening weekend between Thursday to Sunday. That made more than Supergirl in 4 weeks. In 4 days. Brand New Day scored the third biggest second weekend of all time, trailing just 2015 Star Wars The Force Awakens with $149 million and 2019's Avengers Endgame with $147 million. Only 8 movies have ever surpassed $100 million in their sophomore outings. After opening to a record-setting $355 million domestically, and a heroic $932 million globally. Jesus, holy motherfuck. Sony has never given his character away. And this movie's pretty much solidified that. If Disney, you're going to be needing to offer like $5 billion in cash for this character to come back to you, for you to actually own it. Spider-Man Brand New Day has now generated a staggering $655 million in North America and $1.67 billion globally. Sony and Marvel's web-slinging adventure, starring Tom Holland as the title hero, flew past the $1 billion mark in just 6 days and is barreling towards $2 billion. At this pace, box office watchers are wondering whether Spidey has the staying power to become the first movie ever to reach $1 billion at the domestic box office and become the sole film to hit $3 billion globally. Okay. The projections are saying this movie hits $2.6 billion toward the ending of its run. Guys, it's made almost $2 billion in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. Do you guys think this movie hits $3 billion? There's no way.
I don't think so. I think it's going to fall short, but
it would need a way higher number.
I could see this getting close to about 2.5.
That's insane, man. This is the 4th movie. 4th. By this time, you think the numbers would start going down? Nope, apparently not.
Well, a lot of that has to do with how well it was set, or where they left the character off.
Oh yeah. No
and we didn't see this character in any other film since then.
Oh, DC, take notes. Last time we saw Spider-Man was in 2021. What was the last time? I'm just saying, gotta give people some time to breathe, some time to movies. The Force Awakens is currently the highest grossing release in domestic box office history, with $936.6 million. While 2009's Avatar and Avengers Endgame stand as the biggest movies worldwide with $2.9 billion and $2.7 billion, respectively, after several re-releases. Yeah, to be fair, I know Avatar and Endgame are the highest grossing, but those had like, what, 2 or 3 re-releases? And Endgame is getting another re-release before Doomsday. What's it called? Like, encore scenes that they haven't put in Endgame before? In a distant second place on domestic box office charts, The Odyssey, which you guys watched this. Any opinions change about The Odyssey for you guys?
I still like it. It's not, it's not Nolan's best movie, but you know what? It's not horrible.
It's as bad as everyone made it out to be.
There are significantly worse movies out there.
Oh God, yes, Morbius.
I gave it a 4, but it's not because it's not well made. I just had some issues with it that really took me out of the film, and I thought it was mid at best.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't fault anybody who did like it, because again, it is a well-made film from a technical standpoint. I can't deny that. It looks beautiful.
We're in a distant second place on domestic box office charts. The Odyssey remained muscular with $31.5 million in its 4th weekend of release, a 38% decline. Yeah, but that's gonna happen though. Like, people factor in Spider-Man is such a juggernaut that, come on, like Nolan. There's a reason why he had them put out his movie before Spider-Man. He knew that if he put it out the same week competing with that, it wasn't gonna do as good. But it still did very good. Like, the Odyssey, keep in mind, has still done very good. Like, it's going to beat out The Dark Knight Rises as his highest grossing movie.
I think it already did.
Yeah. With $461 million domestically and $1.1 billion worldwide, The Odyssey officially ranks as Christopher Nolan's highest-grossing movie of all time, overtaking 2012's The Dark Knight Rises and 2009's The Dark Knight to notch the achievement. Now, keep in mind, I'm glad it beat The Dark Knight Rises. I love The Dark Knight trilogy, but I always feel this. I like the first two Dark Knight movies. The Dark Knight Rises is not good. I do not like that movie. As much as I give shit for Spider-Man 3, the same shit applies to Dark Knight Rises. And the only reason why people think Dark Knight Rises is good is because Nolan did it. If The Dark Knight Rises was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, people would rip that movie in shreds. That movie is not that good.
It's not that good at all. It's so boring.
The first two are cooking with gas. The first two are really good. You could argue best.
The first two was gas, and then the second one was a fart. I mean, the third one was a fart.
Nolan's Greek epic, starring Matt Damon, isn't close to slowing down in theaters. IMAX screens are sold out through mid-September, with the format already contributing a massive $289 million in ticket sales. This weekend, The Odyssey becomes IMAX's highest-grossing release of all time, surpassing the lifetime haul of Avatar with $271 million, and the film doesn't even open in China, and the world's second biggest movie-going market until next week. It is a testament to Nolan's bankability that a nearly 3-hour adult-skewing sword and scandal adventure adapted from Homer's 2,700-year-old poem is one of this summer's biggest blockbusters. That's also because Nolan did it. I will say, if Steven Spielberg directed The Odyssey, I don't think it does that. I don't think it does as well, because he did Dick Day. What was it? Disclosure Day. That movie fucking went nowhere. Nolan has more box office draw than Steven Spielberg, that's crazy to say. If you told it to a person that liked movies in the 80s and 90s, they would call you crazy. But that's where we're at now. Christopher Nolan has earned audiences' trust by consistently delivering must-see theatrical events, says Jim Orr, Universal's president of domestic theatrical distribution, and The Odyssey is him operating at the peak of his prowess. With Spider-Man Brand New Day and The Odyssey capturing the lion's share of attention, 3 new movies opening nationwide to mostly disappointing results. Are you guys going to go watch this one night only? Apparently, it's like The Purge, but you can only have sex for one night.
No. It's a shitty Purge ripoff.
I get the idea. I get it, but I don't know if I'll go to the theaters for that.
I might check it out. Sin said it was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
That she liked it better than she thought she was going to. She said this really isn't the subject matter she particularly likes, but that she actually kind of liked this one.
And I know there's other movies coming out, but the bulk of this, I mean, obviously, have you guys Super Troopers 3? I don't think anyone's heard of that. What else is on here? Ice Cream Man. Yeah, but the biggest bulk of this video, I wanted to name Spider-Man Brand New Day is killing it, and The Odyssey is somewhat still killing it. But yeah, DC is definitely not happy seeing Sony and Marvel put out Spider-Man Brand New Day and them completely destroying them.
And then you notice, it's kind of funny. I don't want to get like conspiratorial, but the fact that also a certain movie director that's also done DC movies shows up at the Warner Brothers lot and posts a selfie on there that cut to a song that says home, and his last name is Snyder.
Good Lord.
I'm just saying, bro.
God. It just shows people that I will always go back to things that I've been saying for years before I even met some of you guys. You need to give people what they actually will reach into their wallet and spend money on. Stop doing this thing of like, well, they might, hopefully, sort of, maybe, coulda, woulda, shoulda do that. No. People just went and watched Spider-Man. You weren't going to convince people otherwise. Certain movies, IPs, TV shows, whatever, if it's something people want to actually see and pay their money for, they're going to go and do it. There's not going to be all these excuses that people make up. Well, I couldn't go watch Supergirl because my wife cheated on me and then I found her fucking another guy. You know what? Not going to exist. There's people that got cheated on that watched Spider-Man the same day. They just went and watched it. People are interested in Spider-Man and what the MCU is still somewhat kind of doing, not DC. And then people are like, well, they all just put out the second movie, man. Well, I don't know. Are they competing with Marvel or not? But it's just the second movie. Are they competition or not? Do I look at them as competition then? Because if you're competition, then I have to look at you in competitive ways, right? But if you're not competition, Okay, then just say you're not competition then. Then stop trying to compete then. I don't know what the argument is for. But Jared, I'll start with you. Spider-Man Brand New Days box office. Anything you want to say about it? Besides
it's basic. Let me put it to you this way. Here's a good analogy to describe what this is for DC. Are you ready? Here's the analogy. Are you ready? This is a very astute analogy. This is to DC what Hiroshima and Nagasaki were to Japan. That's what this is.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's what this is if you want to go off of a Marvel versus DC war.
Yep. Every single time.
This is Marvel kicking the door and kicking James Gunn in the dick.
Good Lord. Good Lord. You know, DC thought they had it when Marvel was putting out checks notes, best quality movies ever. Like what? Thor, Love and Thunder, Eternals, Doctor Strange 2.
Captain America 4.
Oh, God. And they thought
Captain America fights a Hulk.
Captain America 4. Oh, fuck. Shut that shit down.
Do the shut it down. Do the shut it down.
They were like, wow. They were like, wow, we had it. We had it. But every single time they thought they had it, Marvel came back with a movie like this.
Every single time. Every single crime.
Oh, God, man. Spider-Man made in a day what Supergirl couldn't make in 3. Come on, guys. It's not just that it didn't make $200 million. It couldn't make $200 million in a month. And it didn't make $200 million. It didn't even reach $130 million. That's how bad that was. It didn't reach $130 million. The movie fucking failed out the ass. But speaking of failing out the ass and getting inside of girls, Bob. Any word about Spider-Man Brand New Days box office?
I mean, it's not really a shock. I had projected that this would be the biggest movie at the box office this year. I still think it's going to make more than Avengers. I could be wrong on that, but I still think that it might. But it's not really a shock. This is a film that people had been anticipating. They, like I said, we hadn't seen Spider-Man in a while. We didn't see him in any of the other MCU films. So there was a hunger for this character, and you mix in the fact that it's got everything that you want from a summer blockbuster. And so it's got good word of mouth because of that. I mean, it's a fun film, and it was just going to tear it up, and it's continuing to do so because people enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and this is something that people actually want to see. Like, this is something that people actually want to pay money for and see, and that makes a big difference, though. Like, because people always think there's a market for that random movie I threw out in the last video, which was like, oh, Felipe the Dancing Monkey. There's no market for Felipe the Dancing Monkey. There's no market for that. I would legitimately I'd be the first person in box office history to make no money, negative money. Quite literally, the studio lost millions making that. So, yep. Spider-Man New Day. No, it's doing very well. There's no that's why I didn't really make too many videos about talking about its box office, because it's just doing super well. But this should be a wake-up call to DC Studios and Warner Bros. Make movies people actually want to pay money for. Stop listening to people when they tell you they would go to the theaters and watch a Kite Man movie. Those people are lying to you. Quite literally lying to you. If people think they will, it's like a supermarket. People go to supermarkets to buy food. That's what people actually want. Think about it that way. Give people something they want to go see and actually pay money for. So, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. All right. We had an awesome show, but time to wrap it up here. I'm going to go have sex with my wife. She's going to go ride my face. Probably backshot her, destroy her, have her walking funny in the morning. Just stuff I always do, you know? They call me the hung BBC for a reason, obviously.
Oh, there are a lot of reasons why they call you that.
Oh, God. Oh, gosh. All right. So we'll start with Jared. Oh, well, yeah. Sean, if you're new here, then please subscribe. We'd like to have you around and talk to the people. Well, since you're, rich and good looking like me, we can keep you around. But you can't be richer than me. But no, Jared, what do you have planned coming up you would like to let the audience know about?
So I'm going to be recording a video on why writers don't get Wonder Woman. So we'll see about that. Let's see what else. Movie night, we're going to be talking about Dark Phoenix. And God, let's see. Basically a bunch of great comic book content. I'm working on chapter 2 of my comic. By the way, real quick, I got to bring this up. If you guys are into good Star Wars content, go watch Vader Episode 2 from Star Wars Theory. It is legitimately incredible.
Why are you speaking for?
Well, he's on the episode. What do you think? Yeah. Did you see that? Again, watch the MSKW's video of him with the sad expression, the reins.
Oh, hell no!
Oh my God.
You know, Sean, I was just going to say, Sean Holmes asked about X-Men 97 Season 2. Have you been watching that, Jared?
I have. It's pretty good.
You think it's as good as the first season?
No.
I know people have said that. It's not as good as the
They've been destroying Emma Frost as a character, and I'm pissed off about that. And some people are like upset that like they like shelved like, let's say, Jean Grey in favor of like Polaris and all these other characters, or like you basically made Jean Grey weak. So I'm like, here's the thing. This made me a little bit lose respect for Bo DeMayo, particularly since this is supposed to be still using his storylines, because here's why. He basically complained that the people at Marvel Studios were using this show, or were basically putting their preferences in on the show and stuff. But it's like your character assassinating Emma Frost because you don't like the character. That's very hypocritical.
I mean, it couldn't be anything more stupid than Rob Liefeld saying that I don't need Batman.
Mm. Oh, and for Sean, the new Adventure Superman, MSK, cue the shit sound.
I got you. Give me one moment. It's the thing I was doing when I was fucking my wife last night.
Yeah, that's what I think of that show. I think it's stupid and horrible.
Honestly, I saw I think when the first season was coming out, I saw was that Deathstroke? Was that Slade?
That was Slade. Yeah, the pretty boy Slade.
The one who looked like a twank?
And the guy that basically turned into Iron Man.
I was like, fuck. Goddamn. Like him having a suit come on like a Power Ranger, that's like whatever. I don't really care about that. But it's like, man, Slade looks like he takes it up the ass. Just saying.
Oh my God.
Why does he look like that? Just pointing out, he looks really, really, really fruity, actually. For me, the last superhero thing I watched obviously was Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're supposed to do that movie review on that shark movie that I'll have us probably watch like next week. But when Joe's here, we'll probably do our Spider-Man movie ranking and have us talk about it. You guys all know my list. I might switch one or two up, but other than that, we'll do a Spider-Man
shark movie.
No, sorry. No, there's a new shark movie. It's called The Devil's Mouth. It's on Amazon Prime. It just came out last night. Yeah. We'll probably cover that soon. But next week, topic: Spider-Man movie ranking. There's 11 of them, so I'll be ready. Maybe if that's the topic, I'll decide, because if I got girls over, I'm gonna have the show next week. If I have the ladies over, I'm only gonna
please God, let actually have the ladies over.
No, but watch. It's just body pillows all over the place.
Oh, it's like that meme with that guy in the trash cans. Me and my ladies. It's just pillows. Oh God! All right,
it's just him and a lot of hands.
Wait a minute. Where's Lily at? You said you could get Lily on the show.
I never said that.
You said you
don't look at me just because you reached out to have her on the show.
You could put in a good word and be like, hey, I got this hot, rich black guy that's interested.
Emotional damage.
I know she'd probably have a hard time doing Mondays.
Yeah. Oh God. But hey, I'm flexible with the ladies. I can make anything happen.
Oh God.
Fuck.
Bruh.
Oh God. Well, it can't get any worse, guys. Right?
Avocados from Mexico.
I know she's Hispanic, so that's where she's probably getting them. Lily needs to learn her lesson. That's disgusting. I don't talk about women like that. I respect women. Actually, I am a male feminist on Earth 2. If there was another Earth and that my second self was like that, I can't say these words on YouTube. All right, Bob, what do you got planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Well, like I was saying earlier, we are having Dad's Turn to Talk tomorrow. We're going to be doing Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That'll be fun. And on the show, we're also going to do our our way too early look at the NFL season. So I'm looking forward to that. Part of the reason we're doing it so early is we are planning on reviewing Lanterns, at least for the first couple of episodes. And if for some reason we actually like it, we'll continue going. But we wanted to make sure we got the football show in just in case. So it's going to be what?
When does the preseason go? No,
the preseason's already going with the Hall of Fame game this past Thursday, and then everybody else starts their preseason games this week.
Okay, so you have Dad's turn to talk.
And then the last panel on Friday, and on Thursday, I'm going to be making an appearance over on Criticless Cast over on Blaine's channel. So go check that out. We're going to be talking Ghost Rider. So
he follows me. I don't know how to get him on. I think I emailed him. I have no clue. But he
is busy as hell. I even we've had him on a few times for Dad's Turn to Talk, but he's tough to get a hold of because he's so busy because he's doing streams almost every day. So
yeah. So as you guys know, make sure you guys go and check out Jared from Comics League and Bob Loves Movies on YouTube. Also follow them on Twitter and any other social media platforms they have. Also, even if you can't financially support on streams and all that stuff, just comment, watch. Even if you're a lurker, just putting the streams on your second monitor.
Like the stream, that really helps.
Yeah. Even if you can't donate financially, keep in mind, just watching is fine. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. Watching, liking, commenting, all fine. As you guys know, for me, if I don't have the other episode of the MSK show this week coming up with Dingus Den, then this is the only episode of the show you're going to get this week. But starting next week, if all things go as according to plan, me and Joe would have the show on Tuesdays, so you would at least have 2 episodes of the MSK show a week. But, I'm just fine with the journey of getting to 600. I wanted to reach 1,000 or get closer to reaching 1,000 by 2028, but it's fine. We're in the 500s right now. I'm just enjoying it. Just 1 episode a week or at least at the very minimum, 2 episodes a week is fine by me. But yeah, we have podcasts and game streams coming up, and that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys go and subscribe, to Jared and Bob, as I said before. And thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show.